is still on assignment, we believe, for the last day, on assignment of diaper changing
Yeah, unless there's more snow
or more diapers.
or more diapers. I mean, there's going to be more diapers. That's regardless.
That is true. That is kind
Regardless.
of part of the deal, but hopefully not Leza's.
I like that you remembered your eye.
I did. I brought my own eye in because Leza had my name spelled wrong.
Well, she did. Yeah, we'll have to talk to the sign people about that.
That's right. I want my own Liza Live board when I'm here. It is Groundhog Day.
It is Groundhog Day again.
Sorry.
And they're
I
doing
haven't
a
seen the
marathon. Oh, I was watching it.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
I was watching it before I came in.
This morning?
Yeah. It's on AMC. So on Groundhog Day on AMC, they do nothing but play Groundhog Day.
That probably doesn't help with the concept of wanting a new day if you're watching the same movie all day long.
I don't know. I take a lot from that movie. It's one of my favorites.
It is a good movie.
It's one of the best Harold Ramis films ever done.
I do appreciate the movie, but I want to, and I know I'm glad Drugel is here because I need to understand more about this whole Groundhog Day thing.
About Drugel?
Well, no, I just figured he would know. So
He does know all.
how do they know if the groundhog saw his shadow?
Drew?
Well, they really don't.
Aha, so they're
You know,
making it up and
just
blaming it on the rodent.
Yeah, his accuracy rate is only 40%.
It's better
So,
than
that's he's almost half.
it's better than
But,
most
I mean, They had to
weathermen.
pull him out of the snow to see if he got out, and the only reason the groundhog comes out is to find a female groundhog. And if she ain't there, he
The
goes
poor
back
guy
in.
is so disappointed every year because it's some old guy holding him up.
Yeah. See?
Now, I did learn that originally it was a badger,
That I haven't heard.
and it would have been Badger Day, which in Prescott would make way more sense.
So what you're saying, we need to start doing that here.
I think so. I think we need a Prescott Badger.
Okay.
All right, well, that's going to be interesting who's going to pull that badger out. But then, other than that, we have the snake. We have the snake in Arizona that sees his own shadow. That's down in Phoenix.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know
was-
about that.
Phil King just talked about that. And I wish I could remember the snake's name. But, Phil, if you hear it, if you're listening on the way home, please call me back or please call us back and let us know.
So did the snake agree with the gopher or the
Yeah.
groundhog, whatever the little fuzzy thing is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Groundhog.
And how accurate has the snake been?
About the same.
Okay.
I think they just did that to give Arizona something. I don't think a snake can see a shadow, but that's just me.
Well, I'm not sure how the groundhog can.
So they're in cahoots.
That's it. That's it.
Somebody needed to do something to promote something to make some money.
You know what?
And now we got Groundhog's Day.
Somewhere there's a naked mole rat with 100% accuracy, but nobody's asking it because it's so freaky looking.
Well,
Exactly.
What I'm just thinking is that pulling a badger out of the ground here, now, should it be a badger from the high school or an actual badger?
Oh, I think it should be the badger mascot.
Well, that's even better.
That's safer.
Already in badger suit, and he can just look around and see if there's a shadow.
All right. We need to call up the high
All
school
right,
and
that's
tell
it.
them
We're
to get
on it. We're going to redefine Groundhog Day in Prescott, Arizona as a Badger Day.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now, aside from it being Groundhog Day, there are some other very important days today. It is National Tater Tot Day.
No, that's important. That is an important day. Yeah. I mean,
Tater tots have had a revival in the last few years.
yeah, Napoleon Dynamite would make sure, it's one
As
of
with
his
the
days.
cast of Glee, there was a
Yeah.
whole tater tot fiasco in
I
that show.
haven't watched that one.
You did too. Admit it. You were a gleek.
Do you have a term for him?
Yes.
Gleek?
Yes. Yes.
See,
it's,
Gleek-
it's a geek who watches Gleek.
Okay,
Glee.
so I was going to say,
A geek who watches Glee becomes a gleek.
yeah, I know gleeking is something very different that I knew as a kid.
Don't
growing
go
up.
there.
Okay.
That's
Don't go there.
Okay. Nope. I have no clue what he's talking about, and I think that's probably
That's
a good
probably
thing.
a good thing for
Yes.
you. Although I've never seen the show. I never saw one episode. I haven't seen 1 second of that show.
Well, I used to watch it, and then I watched the documentary about all of the actors from that show and their tragic lives. But hopefully that was just coincidence.
Oh, well, I'm going to watch the documentary then.
It is pretty bad. I mean, they lost quite a few of their actors.
That'll make me feel better about myself.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want. It is also, if you want to feel better about yourself, it's also National Ukulele Day.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Do you have a ukulele?
Not anymore.
See, you can feel better about that too.
Yeah, it was a difficult set, and we got a little wild, and I broke it on stage.
I see. Yeah, flinging the
Yeah.
axe around.
Yep. Yeah.
Ukulele mosh pit.
Yeah, there you
It
go.
could happen.
I'm down.
Then it's also National Heavenly Hash Day.
No.
It is, but that's a dessert, not the kind of hash Drew was thinking of.
I was going to say, that's not the hash Drew knows.
Yes.
It is a chocolate dessert thing.
It sends them to heaven still, though.
Well, good
So
for
you-
that.
So this is a hash you eat versus a hash you smoke.
Exactly right.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
And it's a sweet one because there are savory hash all the time. Potatoes and pork and.
Oh, like hash browns?
Well, it's an actual hash. It's sort of like a
like corned beef and hash.
Yeah.
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 Like regular hash, like succotash.
Okay, sure. I don't know. I'm an Arizona kid, so I don't know.
So you didn't eat?
I ate, yes. Do I look like I haven't
Did
eaten?
he
So-
eat?
So you're telling me because you were born and raised in Arizona, you had
I've never heard of what hash and
hash or heavenly hash?
hash browns.
Well, same concept, sliced,
Potatoes.
fried. Yeah.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Yeah. It's a thing.
I'm now
You
very
need to
confused.
expand your horizons.
His culinary.
I am
horizon.
hanging out with you.
Well, true.
Don't look at me in that tone of voice.
Well, I couldn't hear you. All right. So I never get to hang out with you guys on Monday. So now I get to hear about the weekends. What'd you do this weekend, Drew?
Pretty much hung around the house, got some stuff done, worked on my bike, did a little riding, and then Saturday was the Supercross at Houston, Texas, and that was the Triple Crown event, the first Triple Crown event, which was excellent racing for anybody, and that's going to segue into next Saturday here in Prescott Valley. We have the Arena Cross,
Very
which
cool.
is the small version of Supercross. We're very fortunate to have that up here. So
I've
there's
been
a lot
to one
of
of
activity.
those.
Pardon?
I went to one a long time ago when I was living in the state that shall not be named. Very dusty. I remember I was coughing a lot on the.
Well, you shouldn't have been because the tracks need to be moist. And anyway, you could have just had a bad day there. But
It could have been a drought year. They
Well,
didn't
were
have
you
any water to
outside?
spare.
Were you outside?
No, it was indoor.
Yeah. See, then they didn't water enough. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's an issue. But
It was beautiful weather,
yeah,
though.
and
Certainly
then,
a great day for a ride yesterday.
Sunday was beautiful, and then Sunday, Jamie decided that we needed to go to the movies, so we ended up going to the movies, and we saw Melania.
You saw the Melania movie. All right. How was it?
Much better than I expected. I thought it was going to be a movie. It was more of a documentary, and I was really surprised. I had no idea how many things that Melania has done
Mm-hmm.
in her first, 4 years, and now her second 4 years as the first lady. Unbelievable. She's quite an incredible woman. She's got a lot of spunk and fire, and she just wants to do things and make things better for kids. And it was very good. It was entertaining. Obviously, Jamie wanted to go see it, so we went and saw it. I would have probably watched it when it came on a streaming channel,
Right.
personally. But it was nice. We went in the afternoon, had a good time. Everything was good.
Awesome. Are you a movie snacker? Do you get your popcorn?
No, she's more of a snacker. I'm not.
No.
I
My
was
father is definitely a snacker. It's less about the movie and more about the popcorn.
Nah. For me, popcorn's overrated. But
What about you? When you go to the movies every week, are you a snacker?
Yeah, my buddy Clinton, we have I pay for his ticket, he pays for the snacks, so. Yeah.
So you make out.
Yeah, I was going to say, depending on what you get, you can have a much better deal.
No, actually, he saves about $4 or $5
Oh, okay.
because we have the souvenir cups.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think it's funny. Drew hasn't been in the movies in forever. I keep inviting him, and he went this weekend. just
Without
of
you.
What the movie is, yeah.
Mhm.
It's okay. My mom saw Melania this weekend as well. So
Did she? Did
Is
she
that
like
this
it?
week's
Did Mom
movie?
like it?
no, it is not this week's movie. Mom did enjoy it. Yes, my dad went with her, of course. No, this week's movie is Strangers Chapter 3. So also a horror movie.
Now, you went to see Send Help last week, right?
Yes,
I heard that was a bit disturbing.
it's excellent. It's a horror movie too.
Yeah, that's...
Lots of horror movies in this period.
See, I went to the movies too this weekend, but
What'd
I
you
saw
see?
Hamnet.
What'd you see?
Hamnet,
I haven't seen that yet.
it was good.
Was it good?
It
Is
was good.
Best Picture worthy though?
See, I'm having a hard time with that because now I've seen two of the nominees for Best Picture, Marty Supreme and Hamnet, the only ones that are still out. And I don't know what the criteria is.
Well, it's all over the place. It's what you like best. But, so are you going to get the pass and see all of them? Because Harkins sells a pass. I think it's $50 or $60, and you can go into every single one of them.
No, because first of all, I rarely have weekends off, and we're going to get into that in a minute. And by the time I'd get around to it, the winners will be announced and we'll be on to next year's.
Yeah.
So
I've seen 5. I still have 5 more to go.
Yeah, but here's the thing. How many of them are the audience really liking? Like Melania got a 99 on the audience, and the critics gave it like really, really bad remarks.
Yeah, I think Rotten Tomatoes said 7.
Yeah. I mean, do you think it has anything to do with her husband?
Maybe.
I mean, or the political. The people need to be able to see through that. But yeah, again, there's so many movies that people like, and then people go, "Oh man, that was a horrible movie," and yet, the critics
for me,
like it.
Did I enjoy it? Was it worth the 2 hours of my time? Do I come out thinking about it still? Those are the criteria I use.
Well, I can go on and on and on about all this. But yes, that's a tale of a good film and what should be nominated for Best Pictures if you're still thinking about it 2 days later.
Okay. I'll let you know
That's
later.
very
Because
easy.
I'm not on 2 days yet. All right, what'd you do this weekend, Matt?
Worked.
Okay, I need a better answer. Come up with something.
I worked, and then I flew airplanes on Sunday, and that was it.
Okay, flew airplanes.
And then I had Misfits dinner with my buddy Jason Thompson, Handyman Services.
Okay, what,
He made-
Misfits dinner?
Yeah, that's what he calls our Sunday dinners.
I see.
Although he has a girlfriend now, so I don't know if we can call it Misfits anymore.
Uh-oh. You're the third wheel?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she doesn't like me at all.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
She has good taste.
Yeah. No, she doesn't because she likes Jason.
That's true. See. All right. Well, we're having fun here, so it's all right.
Well, all
Everybody's
right.
fair
Well,
game.
I
here.
like you, Matt.
Well, good. That's one.
So there's
True.
one.
Yeah.
2. All right. I'm winning
Look
today.
at that. Your
I didn't say a lot, but
your polls
okay.
are up.
Yeah.
Your numbers are up.
Monday's going to be a good day.
I'll like you more if you sell my house.
I'm trying.
I know it.
You tell me. We can tell the audience right now if you go on the market. Yeah.
That soon. Yep. That was what I spent the rest of my weekend doing. I call it beiging out my house. Getting rid of all of the signs of my personality, all of the stuff from my kids, and making it look like somebody normal would live there.
Good luck.
I know.
I literally had to rent 2 storage sheds to do that for my
See,
house.
I'm afraid of that. But one of the things that we did this weekend, it was kind of funny, is we took all the magnets off the fridge and all of the notes from when the kids were little, the Dear Santa from when the kids were in like 3rd grade. And so now every time I walk into the kitchen, it doesn't look like my kitchen.
See, but that's going to motivate you to move out.
Well, I'm ready to move out. We just need somebody to buy it so I can buy something else.
So if you want to buy Liz's house, 928-541-1016.
It's a good
Oh,
house.
the phone lines are lighting up.
Perfect.
I'm waiting.
Well, we will be getting a call hopefully soon. Hopefully he remembers from Ron Stubbs, a comedic hypnotist who is going to talk about his upcoming show at the Elks. And we've got a lot of other stuff to talk about. Would now be a good time to take a break and come back and talk?
I was just going to ask, you want to do a break while we
Let's
wait?
do that now, and then we'll start talking about all the theater
Okey-doke.
stuff in town.
Sounds good.
are back. Good morning. This is Liz filling in for Leza as she is completing her long-term assignment on Baby Watch. Now, baby diapers and baby cuddling and all the good stuff about babying.
Baby Watch 2026, yeah.
That's it. Let's hope that's the only one.
I don't know. She has another daughter.
That's true. All right. Well, we were starting to talk about all of the great theatrical stuff coming on, and I am going to start with the Elks. Sorry, there's something on the screen and I can't see.
It says caller Ron.
Perfect. Ron is on the phone. We're going to get there in just a minute. I really should wear my glasses if you're going to put information that
I don't put
small.
information. That's true. He does that.
Well, I appreciate
can tell you
it.
like this.
Okay.
Talk one, caller Ron.
All right. Well, before we get to Ron, and we will soon, I'm going to get us up to that point. So starting with February 6th, we've got in the Historic Theater Rave On. It's a salute to Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper. So that'll be a fun show for those types of music. Then on the 7th, upstairs in the Sundance Room is the Storytellers Workshop. This is something we do a couple of times a year where we've got some expert writers who are going to help people figure out how to tell their story. So you're a natural storyteller, Matt. Not everybody is.
I'm a natural storyteller?
Sure you are. Years of practice.
For lying? Yes.
Perfect. Only we do encourage true stories. So
Oh.
that's why, you're
True
not there.
stories?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. Then that evening on the 7th, we will have Sky Daddy and Andy Stanford singing Pink Floyd songs with a guitar in one hand and a beer in the other. They will play while they get drunk.
So that'll be really exciting towards the end.
It should be. Let's hope they remember which hand has the guitar.
Or the lyrics.
That too. But it should be a comedy/music show that Sky's been working on, and that's going to be on the 7th. On February 11th, AZ Wordsmith is doing their open mic night. So this is for local authors to come share what they've written, or if you just want to listen to what local authors had to say, you can do that as well. That's also upstairs in the Crystal Hall. Then on the 12th, we've got the Lowell Duo scheduled. This guy and his wife have won Album of the Year and Song of the Year by International Western Music Association. Dave Stamey is a huge fan, so he put up something the other day saying, go see this show. So if you like cowboy poets, if you like Western music, that's the show you want to go to. It's really interesting, though. Ticket sales have been low across the board in February. And I think it's because we Prescottonians are waiting for that weather to hit. Because we've had such a mild winter. I think so many people are waiting, and we're going to get the ice, and we're going to get the snow.
Wait, hold on. Are you throwing to Drew to do the weather now?
I am not.
Okay, good.
I am merely making a theoretical observation
Okay.
because it's not even really true.
Do
But
you think it's also tax season?
really, tax season's in April. Do you think people plan this far ahead?
Smart people do?
Fair enough. On the 13th, February 13th, upstairs on the 3rd floor, we have Ron Stubbs' Hypnotic Mayhem. And Ron is on the phone.
Is
Good morning, Ron. How are you?
good. I am fantastic. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well. So the first question we have to ask, because you are going to be hypnotizing audience members, can you make them do anything you want?
Anything they want to do. It's not Svengali or anything like that. But before we get into the show, I do have a. You guys just talked about doing the show in one hand and a beer in the other. That sounds good to me.
Well,
Can I do that?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So the show. So the show starts out with some stand-up comedy, and then I invite people up on stage, and they won't do anything they don't want to do, but I make it very attractive for them to do. I offer them to lose weight, quit smoking, free from pain, better golf scores, great sex, and if they want any of that, then come on up and play with me.
Now, I have not met Ron in person yet, but we did have a friend in common who unfortunately we lost in 2024. Jim was a hypnotist that came to our shows regularly and put on a great show, and Ron was actually his instructor.
Yes.
So we're kind of keeping the traditional alive by bringing Ron in, but this will be your first visit to Prescott?
Yes. We've gone through there on tour, but I've never performed in Prescott, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, you got to learn how to say it first.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll get booed if you say Prescott.
Well, what is it then?
Prescott.
Prescott. Okay.
Prescott, like
So
biscuit.
I'm going to Prescott.
You're going to Prescott.
Okay. Cool. Learned something today. All right.
So tell us a little bit about your style. Are you going to have people clucking like chickens and embarrassing them, or is it more friendly camaraderie?
Friendly camaraderie. I don't have anybody cluck. You won't cluck like a chicken, bark like a dog. You may do some doggy stuff, but it's got nothing to do with barking. So I won't embarrass anybody. I treat everybody on stage like you're in my living room and my guest, and I will not embarrass anybody. You're going to have fun. It is an adult show, but I never cross the line, go dirty, or embarrass anybody because you know what? I want to come back, and if I embarrass anybody, you guys will never bring me back. So it's not Las Vegas. It'll be Prescott.
Hey, look at that. What about you, Matt? Can you be hypnotized?
I don't know. Probably not.
Matt, have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. You're safe then.
Now, I've heard that everybody could be hypnotized if the conditions were optimal, and that may not be at a show where there's an audience and background noise. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah. Basically, hypnosis is it's a form of relaxation, altered reality form of relaxation. And if you just allow yourself to have it happen, it will. You go into hypnosis or trance, as I like to call it, 3 to 4 hours every single day of your life. Anytime you zone out, watching TV, reading a book, anything like that, and things are going on around you, but you don't really care. It's just you're feeling good and concentrating on what you're seeing or hearing. That's a form of hypnosis.
Okay. So you're volunteers.
And like when you're driving down the road, miss your exit because you're just kind of zoning out to the song you're listening to, singing along at the top of your lungs. That's a form of hypnosis also.
Really? Oh, so I'm hypnotized way more often than I think I am.
You're always
Exactly. We all are.
And
I
the
like
show.
to say that I take people out of hypnosis, not put them in.
Oh, I see. Oh, God, that could be dangerous for people like me.
Yeah.
I need to have that half of my brain shut off, or I'll never sleep.
There you go.
That's the other thing that I've heard is that people who come out of hypnosis feel very relaxed, like they've had the best rest.
1 hour of hypnosis is equal to a full night's sleep. We do a 90-minute show, so people are going to be nice and relaxed. And at the end of the show, for anybody that comes up on stage, I offer some suggestions if they want to lose weight. I'm actually averaging 19 pounds in 8 weeks. They want to quit smoking. I can help them. Golf scores, all that good stuff.
Well, then there's no reason not to go.
That's what I keep telling everybody.
So February 13th at the Elks Performing Arts Center in the beautiful Crystal Hall. Ron will be up there entertaining and hypnotizing, so you want to grab your tickets from the Elks website while you can.
That's right. And by the way, you mentioned that if people were waiting for the ice and snow. Forget about it, man. It's a hot show, so I'm bringing the heat. So
perfect. So you'll melt any ice that shows up. All right. Thanks so much for calling in, Ron. Really appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you in just under 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. So we are still cruising along with all of the great stuff going on. So that Ron Stubbs Hypnotic Mayhem show is on February 13th. We've got about a minute before we go back to break, so I'm going to keep on going with the events going on at the Elks. On the 14th, that Valentine's Day, love is in the air and jazz is in the air. Jazz in the Key of Love is going to be the first in the Jazz Journey series upstairs in the Crystal Hall at the Elks. And while that's going on in the Historic Theater, Esteban's Valentine concert. So beautiful music is going to be just spilling out all over. Love, romance, music, all that stuff. And I'll be pouring beer.
Yeah, I was going to say, no romance over here.
Then starting on the 19th, One Stage Family Theater is going into their 10th season. And they're going to open that with Wizard of Oz at the Elks. And that's going to be in the Historic Theater. That's probably got a cast of about 40 people, I think. February 19th to the 22nd. Then on February 21st, we're doing something kind of interesting. My friend Clay, who's been here, Tony 2 times.
Yeah. Lisa's favorite.
Lisa's favorite guest that I bring in is he's leading a reading of the poem Paradise Lost. This is a live reading. People can come and go, sit down, read some of it, leave. It takes about 12 hours.
Holy cow.
So 8 a.m. till about 8 p.m.
It's a long poem.
It is a long poem, but it really does need to be heard out loud. So actors, directors, literary fans, everybody's just going to come in. You can read some. You can just listen. Let the words wash over you. Come and go as you'd like. There's no ticket fee. There's no admittance. It's just an experience of what Clay feels is one of the best poems ever written. So he wants to bring that out loud and share it with everybody.
Well, yeah, 12 hours. I mean, holy cow. That's a book.
Well, yes, it is.
It's not a poem.
It's a big book. Paradise Lost, big book.
It's not a poem. That's a book.
It's still a poem.
Oh, whatever.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the rest of the good stuff going on. And when we come back, I'm going to be joined in studio by my friend Bill Krause, and we got some questions to ask him. We'll be right back. Good Monday morning. Happy Groundhog Day. This would normally be Leza's time, but once again, Liz has taken over, and instead of Liz Alive, we have Liz Alive. I was told that would be better than Liz Dead, just because of the dead air on the radio. I don't think it would go very well.
A much bigger audience.
Well, I don't know. I do kill a lot of people. It might be my turn.
The dead don't tune in, though. That's the problem.
That's true. We got to hope that the radio was on when they died.
Fair enough.
Okay. We are going to continue going. That third voice that you heard is Mr. Bill Krause, local actor and director, and we are going to torment him shortly. But first, I got to finish what's going on in the world. Or at
So
least
you got to torment the rest of us first.
Exactly.
Got
yes.
it. All
I'm
right.
an equal opportunity tormentor.
Of course.
Yeah. So we left off with reading of Paradise Lost on February 21st, which brings us to February 27th, when the Kingston Trio will be playing in the Historic Theater, and February 28th, which will be the NASBA Winter Blues Showcase upstairs in the Crystal Hall. That's going to feature Johnny Burgeon II and Big Daddy D and Betty Jo Vachon. It's going to be a great blues show. Just a little bit to touch on in March. March 6th, comedian Susan Rice is going to attack the theater. She's got a great following. She is definitely a show for mature audiences. So don't bring the kids to that one, but you can bring the kids to the March 7th show, which is upstairs in the Crystal Hall. Captain S. Rock, he is doing 2 shows. And one of those shows, this is really cool, is a non-shushable show. It's an abbreviated show, lower price, and it's for anybody for whom a traditional theater show just is uncomfortable, whether it's a kid, somebody who's neurodivergent, somebody who needs to get up and wiggle, or needs their comfort items, or wants to shout out. So that is just at 2 o'clock. And that is an abbreviated show. Nobody can give you any dirty looks for reacting to the magic, the music, and the mystery. And great break for parents who want to introduce their kids to theater but don't think they can sit still. So I'm really excited about that. Then, of course, I got to mention the Murder Mystery Dinner, March 13th and 14th. And I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but the title of the show is Hoc Semel Satis Fuit Brute. Translation?
Bless you.
Thank you. Once was enough, Brutus. So it's a reimagination of the relationship between Caesar and Brutus.
Huh.
Caesar's coming back after being stabbed.
Interesting.
Yes. On the Ides of March, you got to watch out for those things.
Fair enough.
That is just the Elks. We've got stuff going on around the rest of the town. We're going to talk real briefly before we get to the good stuff here. At Prescott Valley Performing Arts, February 6th to 14th is Lend Me a Soprano, directed by Layla Tenney. That is a comedic farce. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's got a great cast, and it's a rewrite with gender swapping from Lend Me a Tenor by Ken Ludwig. Then February 27th to March 7th, they are doing Freaky Friday, a one-act musical, and that's going to be directed by One Story Music. Hazeltine, I know Barry's already been talking about it, so I'm just going to go quick on that one because he's already got that covered. But February 12th to the 22nd is Sylvia, which is a really fun play. Again, a great cast. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then February 27th to March 1st is The Road to Damascus. That's an interesting one. And I would encourage people to check out the Hazeltine website to really get the feel of that one-woman show. That brings us to the Cosmos. February 5th, Black Irish. We're not there yet. Bill's excited, but his show's at the end of the month, so we got to get through the other ones first. February 7th to the 18th, Portals of Possibilities, Immersive Arts Workshop. And that's got a variety of people in teaching different things, character development, stage work. So that's going to be great for all actors locally. And then February 7th, Zenprov, a comedy of Eros. So that's long-form improv put on by Zenprov out of Sedona. And then here we are, February 26th to March 8th. We are going to get to see Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. And that is directed by Bill Krause, who happens to be sitting right here.
Well, hello there.
Good morning, Bill. Now, before we talk about this play,
Yes.
I'm always fascinated by how people get to Prescott. And for those of you who have not met Mr. Krause, aren't familiar with his work, you have quite an extensive history in music.
Yes. I, in my younger days, was a sound engineer and record producer working in New York in the far-off days of the 1980s. And did that for about 15 years and worked with a lot of sort of downtown New York bands.
Such as?
The one that people might have heard of is a band called They Might Be Giants. And the response when I say They Might Be Giants is either, oh my God, or, huh? Which is the perfect definition of a cult band.
Well, there you
because
go.
the people who know them love them, and people who don't know them just have no idea.
Well, I think even if you don't necessarily know the name of the band, you hear that song, Istanbul, not Constantinople, and you know you've heard it before.
Yes.
Now, I know that wasn't your album. That one
No.
came out after.
Yes. But no, there's a lot of things people would have heard them for. They did the theme song for the Malcolm in the Middle show, which won them an Emmy. So.
Oh, nice.
But that was long after I left. But I produced their first 2 albums and 3 EPs and did their live sound for years.
And how did you end up from a very successful career in music to living in Prescott?
Well, I am either I'm either the world's greatest dilettante or just a serial obsessive, because I move from one thing to the next very strongly. So I really just burned out in the music business and stopped doing it, and started doing a lot of art and photography, and also started doing voiceover work. This was when I was living in San Francisco, which has sort of backed me into acting and backed me into doing improv and doing theater. And then that went away for a while, and I've been a software developer for about 20 years, and then moved to Prescott about 5 years ago and started doing theater again. My father-in-law had done a lot of theater here, and so I was familiar with the theater scene a bit, and just said, it's time to start doing it again. So I've been in a bunch of shows. I directed a show that you were in, Liz, directed 12 Angry Jurors a few years ago at PCA. And that brings us up to Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead.
Which we will talk about right as soon as we get back.
Okay.
Good morning. It is still Groundhog Day. I am still Liz Rogers. We are still covering for Leza, who is on assignment. And
this is still definitely your song because you are shady.
I'm no such thing. What is my halo crooked?
It's really weird that you're here on a Monday and not a Thursday.
I know, but I like it. I like Mondays.
You're moving in then?
Well, sure. Yeah, as soon as Liza's willing to give up the E permanently, and we'll just replace it with an I.
Okay, got it. Then I'll have to get a new sign.
All right, fair enough. We are joined today by Bill Krause, director of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. Now, the show is sort of a playful take on some minor characters in Hamlet.
It is. It is. Tom Stoppard, who English playwright, was his first big success in the mid-'60s, and he had this idea of taking the two characters, minor courtiers in Hamlet, who get brought in to try to find out what's wrong with Hamlet. Hamlet's acting crazy. He's depressed. His dad is dead. His mom has married his uncle, and but no one can understand why he's unhappy. But he is, and he's acting weird, and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are childhood friends of his who they bring in to try to glean what afflicts him, they say. And Stoppard thought, well, what about their story? And so it follows them through the events of Hamlet, but from their perspective. And so we start off seeing them. They're on their way to meet Hamlet, but they don't know why they're going. They don't know where. They don't know what's going on. All they know is they've been summoned, and so they spend the rest of the play really trying to figure out what's going on, while periodically interacting with the Hamlet characters who come in. And so there are scenes from Hamlet, direct quotations of scenes from Hamlet, where Rosencrantz and Guildenstern appear, and then the Hamlet characters wander off, and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are left still trying to figure out what's going on. And it's very funny. It's very philosophical. It addresses a lot of really interesting questions. Doesn't answer many of them, but I think kind of the best theater makes you think about those things yourself rather than trying to hand you answers. And and there's no real mystery because the title kind of tells you what happens.
So
of course, at the end of Hamlet, everybody dies.
Well, yeah,
so that's
that's kind of a
that's not a
requirement.
mystery either, really.
And you took a unique take with this.
Yeah, well, one of the things about Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, the play, is that in addition to everything else it's about theater. It's about what it means to be a performer, what it means to be in the audience. And so we play with that a lot. And we do it through a variety of means. Excuse me. One of which is the casting, which we've taken the three main characters who are Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, and then there's the player who is the leader of a group of tragedians who are traveling actors who appear in Hamlet. They do the play within the play, The Murder of Gonzago, in Hamlet, and we cast three women as those characters. So Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Hannah Palazzi and Trish Tracy, both of whom recently seen in King Lear, which I also had a small part in. And the player is played by Julie Harrington, who is a pretty well-known actor around town, also a director who directed King Lear a few months ago. And it's interesting to take characters which are traditionally male and let women play them and see what they can do with it. And it's not that they're playing the characters as women. They're playing them as Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. They're playing them as these characters who happen to be women. But they bring a unique take on it that you're not going to see in a more traditional casting. And we're also going to have live music, and we've got projections because the Cosmos has a really great technical system that we're going to try to take full advantage of. So it's one of the things I saw recently about it is that, Hamlet's a tragedy, but Rosencrantz and Guildenstern is a comedy about a tragedy.
Fair enough. Now, if somebody hasn't seen Hamlet in a while, hasn't read it, hasn't seen a live production, are they going to be lost?
I think everybody knows a little bit about Hamlet. Everybody remembers To Be or Not to Be. Everybody remembers a little. We can't grow up and not know at least a little bit about it. It is true, though, that the more familiar you are with Hamlet, the more you might get some of the in-jokes, which is why we are going to do a free screening of the Royal Shakespeare Company production of Hamlet at the Cosmos the Sunday before we open. So on the 22nd of February at 2 o'clock, we're going to have a free screening of Hamlet for people who either aren't familiar with it or just want to refresh their memory. It's got David Tennant, who for science fiction fans was Doctor Who for quite a while, and Patrick Stewart is also in it, so for Star Trek fans. But that should be really fun, and it should let people sort of just remind themselves of what's going on in the background. But one of the things we're doing with the projections in Rosencrantz is, I mentioned that it's kind of theater about theater. One of the things we're going to do is use the projections to show some of the dialogue from Hamlet at appropriate places to give some context of what's going on in Rosencrantz. So you might see a bit of dialogue that you're not going to hear in Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, but it gives you context of what's going on in Hamlet and might help some people put the pieces together, as well as reminding them that they're watching a play, which is part of what the experience is about.
Okay. We're going to keep talking to Bill Krause in just a minute. We're going to take a quick break. But before we do, I got a text. And I'm supposed to tell you that my brother loves They Might Be Giants.
I'm glad to hear it.
My brother is in San Francisco listening this morning. And apparently now I'm way cooler because I know you.
I'm glad to hear it.
All right. We'll be right back. We are back. We've got about 10 minutes left before Leza officially takes her show back over tomorrow. Assuming, of course, that she didn't get snowed in.
Right. That's the big X factor is the weather.
Yeah.
So if not, it'll just be probably me and Drew tomorrow.
Excellent.
I don't know. Maybe we'll just grab Ruby, make her come in here.
Perfect. It'll just be a free-for-all.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Or it'll just be dead air for an hour.
Excellent.
that would
that'll
not be
help.
excellent.
Yeah,
John Cage-
Jason will
the John
really
Cage
go
hour.
for that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the mime show.
The mime show. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
So you just have to watch it on the streaming. Yeah.
Watch on the stream. Got
Right,
it. Got
that way you don't miss anything. We are talking with Bill Krause, who is directing Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead at the Cosmos at the end of this month.
Yes.
Are you doing the show in the round? Because the Cosmos has that capability.
It does have a capability. We are doing it in 3/4.
Okay.
And it's specifically because the last act of the play takes place on a ship. And we really kind of needed a stage there to have the ship action. There's a lot of actually very funny kind of slapstick stuff that happens in the third act and requires some very specific staging. So it would have been nice to do it in the round, but it's gonna look really good, I think. In
Okay.
3/4.
You said the play was written in the 60s?
It was written in the 60s, 1966. It was Tom Stoppard's really first big success. He had written a few things before that, but it got picked up by Shakespeare. Olivier, I think, saw it. They did. I think they did a reading or a small production, and then it got picked up by what is essentially the National Theater. And became a huge hit, which is surprising for a show really that was, half Hamlet and half Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot, which is not a mix that you would normally think of. But Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, like Beckett's characters, are two kind of hapless guys, or in this case, women, who are really confused about where they are. They are at the mercy of forces beyond their control, and all they want to do is figure out what's going on.
So the play being written 85 years ago, is it still relevant?
It is still relevant. I would say it's as relevant as Shakespeare is, which is that a story which is well told has universality. That is, it's not based in the 60s. It takes place in the world of Shakespeare, in the world of Hamlet. And tragedy is something that is timeless. It's the story of great people brought low and small people having bad luck, and the sort of universality of the human emotion. So, and also because it's a comedy, it's not a topical comedy. It's a comedy that is based in human frailty, shall we say, and that is something that lasts forever.
Where do they get tickets?
They get tickets online at cosmostheater.com, and also at the box office, I believe, which is open several days a week from 10 to 3, Monday through Thursday, I think, 10 to 3, which is at the, if you know where the old PCA is or was, there are now two theaters there. The Hazeltine is the old church, and the Cosmos is the new building right next to it. And in the middle, there's the building that used to be the rectory, and the box office is in there.
Okay. Or they just show up at your door.
Or they can show up at the door, although I think they should buy tickets early.
No, I meant your door.
Oh,
your
my
house.
door.
Yeah.
I don't have. They neglected to give me tickets to hand out. I think that was a big failing on the part of the producers.
Well, that's disappointing.
It is.
I was going to send everybody directly to Bill's house.
And how can I bribe people with tickets if I don't have any tickets?
Well, I think we can fix that.
We might have to.
So Cosmos Theater Arts.
Cosmos Theater Arts.
Okay. And what do you want them to take away when they leave? After they bought their tickets, they've watched the show, what do you want them to think about?
I want them to think about, that they should be sending all their friends to the show because it's hilarious. But they should also be thinking about all these questions that got raised about what it means to be a person. And a comedy that can both make you laugh and think is something to be cherished, I think.
Awesome. Thank you, Bill, for coming in today. It's always nice to see you. I
You
haven't
too.
got
Thanks
to
for
hang
having
out
me.
for a while.
It was
And
my pleasure.
hopefully I will be back in March, if not before, to talk about more theater doings. But in the meantime, Matt, Drew, thank you very much. And I will reluctantly turn the microphone back over to your blonde-haired, brilliant leader, Miss Leza Dandos.
She's my leader?
Sure, why not?
Oh, okay. I'm kind of scared now.
Yeah, well, she's ready to change your diapers.
Just what I needed, Liz. Wow, that's a way to end a
Have
show.
a great day, everybody. Thanks for listening.